Well, hello everybody. Welcome to P.B.M. Money. Today, I bring you good tidings of great joy. We win! And we did it 5 months early. Okay, what did we win? Well, remember we started a cashback game on the credit cards back in July, and the game was 2 or 3-fold. First, to get $1,000 cash back on credit cards by 1 year. We did. The second part of that was to get my credit rating to 800. We did. And the third part, which was an amended part, was that if the opportunity came along where I was going to ditch this game and start another one, I was going to do that for the sake of my overall financial health. I did. So the original game, I hereby declare us winners. Now, there were a couple of things that happened along the way in our game that has started a second game that I've already been starting. I started in December, but I wanted to wait till we had this game wrapped up to say anything. Now, the first thing that happened was my insurance settlement got paid. And it was not a lot of money, but I mean, it was a little bit. And so I was trying to figure out what to do with it, and I discovered Robinhood. Then I discovered Webull. Now, if you've watched any of my stuff, you know that my degree is in business, and I used to follow the stock market very, very closely. I was very familiar with what I was looking at when I would go research stocks. Therefore, when we first jumped in, my intention was to buy dividend stocks and just over time just buy all I could. I very quickly realized that the opportunity right now was in growth stock. So I did not go all in. I dollar cost averaged, which I now regret, but not really. And I loaded up on growth stock, and I mean, I put in $600 a month, and still do. And every month I was taking out anywhere from $1,000 to $1,200. So I was making $400 to $600 a month. And that money was going to my 401k. My 401k, because it was getting such a boost from cash for me every month, not just once or twice a year from credit cards, but every month, has more than doubled since December. And it had $12,000 in there in December. So, the game has changed. So, in December, I set a savings goal that I wanted to reach by December of this year. We've already beat it. Unbelievable. So I have decided that I'm very worried about the market, okay? I've done videos on this. I think when the crash, and it will, it's not a matter of will it, the question is when will it? And when it comes, I don't think it's going to be a correction. I don't think it's going to be a downturn. I think it's going to be a crash. And I think it will be hard, quick. So anyway, that's an opinion. But in order to prepare for that, so I don't feel like jumping out of windows like they did in the 30s, and I don't have everything tied up in the market so that if the market goes down, I'm sunk. So I'm going to start now, slowly, and then I'm going to reevaluate in 5 months. And what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start putting I'm still going to dollar cost average into the market. And I'm still going to pull the money out if it grows. And when it does, I'm going to take it out and put it into the bank in cash. And because if I lose, I only lose if I sell, and I won't sell. That's why I'm putting it into a mutual fund instead of individual stocks, because individual stocks can file bankruptcy, but a mutual fund is spread out over all kinds of stocks. So I feel a little safer there, but not a lot. So, and the game that I'm playing now is I'm saving for a duplex. And the number I'm saving for is $70,000. And I believe it's going to take me 4 years. 4 years. We are currently at, let's see, we are currently at about 35. So 3 years probably. So in 3 years, I want to have enough so I can put a down payment on a duplex, 40% down payment. And I'm going to do that while at the same time trying to find growth stocks, and at the same time on the other end protecting money that comes in. As I said, I'm going to dollar cost average, but I'm getting a nice sized tax refund. We got the $1,400 stimulus coming in, and normally I would have put that, most of it, into the stock market or into my mutual fund. I'm not doing that. I'm going to put all of it, but it's all in bank. Between my investment account, my car account, and my emergency fund and my regular savings, all cash. And then we'll take a look in 5 months, because in 5 months I have another part of cash that will become available for me, and we'll see how the market looks, what's happened since, and how aggressive we can or should be. But for right here and for right now, we are going to put everything we have into cash in the bank, with the exception of our dollar cost averaging. And so the game has evolved in very little time. We went from just $1,000 cash back on credit cards to full out growth stock and making an amazing amount of money. In the market right now, I've only got $4,000, and there's another 1,000 sitting right there waiting to be taken. But I don't want to do it more than once a month. But when I do, I'm going to take my profits and leave the money that I put in there. That way, if one of those stocks go down, the most I'm going to lose is maybe $1,000. If the whole market goes down, I probably won't lose anything unless they file bankruptcy, because I won't sell. But my value will go down, and if it doesn't pick back up between now and in 3 or 4 years, when I want to go buy my duplex, then I'm going to be sunk. That's why I have to be very careful. And it evolved from that into doubling my mutual fund, $1,000 to $1,500 a month taken out on profit from our Robinhood and Webull accounts. And now it's changed into, let's start preparing ourselves for the future crash that's coming. Now, here's the downside to this philosophy. When I start doing that, I'm sacrificing profit. And I did this 6 months ago, and I told you I regretted it, because instead of making 1,000 to 1,500, I could have been making 10 times that, 20 times that. But I didn't, and here it is. I've got more cash, and I'm going to make the same decision again. Hey, I don't want to lose it all trying to be greedy. I want to try to do it smart. I want to try to do it right. And I want to try to do it in a way that gives God glory, that I can reach my goals, get the duplex, still have some cash left over, and do it gracefully. That's what I'm hoping to do. And so for right now, we're doing good. And just to recap, the original game, 3 parts, $1,000 in cash from credit cards in a year. We already did that. Credit score to 800, we did that. Now it's bounced back and forth between, in the last 6 or 7 months, it's bounced between 750 and 802. The last time I looked, it went from 802 down to 798, I think. So, but anyway, we're there, and we've been there a couple of times. So that, we won that. And what was the third part? I don't remember what the third part was. But anyway, we did it. We win. Yay, go us. Yay. Now, second game. Just to recap, we'll make it quick so we can follow it as we go. No more money to the mutual fund. All profits and excess cash to the bank accounts. The goal is $70,000 in cash in 3 years. We are currently at 35,000, more or less. Well, that's the goal, and that's the game. Oh, I am going to try to take a year off from doing any credit cards, because this is plenty of cash and I don't need it right now. But I am going to continue to research, and I found one that I'm keeping my eye on, and so it's always a constant search to see if I can improve and get better. And I mean, if they came out with a great card that had $400 or $500 cash back, I'll be all over that. But my intention is to take some time off, let my credit scores get solid, let them firm up so they're not so all over the place. I mean, they handle my finances fine, but when you've got, credit inquiries and new credit cards and balances and balance on and balance off, and, they gyrate all over the place. So I'm going to try to let everything settle down, take a year off, and do some research, and then come back in a year, and we'll go back at it systematically to build some more cash and do some more cashback credit card. By the way, I'm going to do another video here pretty quick about living frugally, and that is one of my goals. As we do this video, I have figured I'm living on about $1,100 a month. And I could go lower, but that would inconvenience some other people, and namely my daughter, and I'm not going to do that. So, but we're going to keep looking. We're going to keep living frugally, and we're going to try to make that part of the game. Well, I think that's about all I wanted to cover. We win. Yay! So, and we did it 5 months early. I feel like Trump. We came in under budget, under time, and overqualified. You guys have a great week, and happy investing.